Hey gang, Intrepid Editor Evan here, and I just wanted to give you a heads up. With this being our 500th episode, we may have gone a little long, so I did have to break this up into two parts. First part will be considered episode 500, and it runs about 2 hours long. The second episode will be considered bonus content to keep our numbering correct. So once you're done listening to this, head on over to your podcatcher and check out the bonus content, which I will label as 500 Part 2. Hope you enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. Before we kick off the 500th episode of the Stone Age Gamer podcast, we'd like to take this opportunity to do something special. Ever since episode 110, which originally aired on July 29th, 2016, Dan's daughter Pen has been telling you to cover your motherfucking ears. We decided that episode 500 would be a good time to pass the torch.
That.
I bet you darn well hope you did.
Children presents.
Dan, I said cover your motherfucking ears. We decided that episode 500 would be a good time to pass the torch to my daughter, Ellie. Both girls are here with us now. Say hello.
Hello.
Pen, do you remember recording that line, and did you ever imagine it would remain part of our show for nearly 8 years?
If I'm going to be honest, no, I don't remember recording it at all. But I do find it really cool that it's been lasting this long of a time.
Ellie, how do you feel about having my permission to say a bad word over and over again until we get it right?
I feel great about it.
Okay.
I like cursing.
Of course she's going to fit. You are your mother's daughter. Okay, then. Well, without further ado, we're going to have both girls say the warning together for this special 500th episode. Are you ready?
I think so.
Right.
I guess.
On the count of three, say the warning. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Warning.
The Stone Age Gamer has a lot of bad language.
Cover your
motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo, and joining me tonight is the danliest Dan you'll ever meet, Dan Ryan. The Vest Lord himself, Dr. Dean DeFalco.
Let me out of the cage for 500.
The biggest whip fan since Devo, Mike Sheridan.
KPPX, where the action never stops.
And the most intrepid editor in town. Man, I knew I'd fuck that up. Evan Goldstein.
Should I be recording this? Test.
Yes, test. Test. It's the 500th episode of the Stone Age Gamer podcast. 5 hosts, 5 platforms, 5 top 5 lists, and 5 $100 gift certificate prizes for 5 lucky listeners. What else do we have in store? You're going to have to listen to find out. Tell Dean to do the thing because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
Fucking flawless, Kris.
500
episodes in, and just
nailing it.
Oh, so good.
Nothing but net, which is exactly what you want in baseball. Hi, everyone. This is episode 500. It's the week of February 9th, 2024. You may have noticed a slight change in our theme song this week. Don't worry. I promise it's not permanent. In discussing what the dumbest thing we could do for episode 500 last week, the idea came up at some point for me to record our song on kazoo. So I did, which is that cacophony of awfulness you just heard at the top of the episode. I say you're welcome. Yes, Ollie has heard it. He thought it was hilarious and said we had to use it for the 500th episode. And, well, there you go. You'll probably never hear it again. But if you actually want the recording, I will give it to anybody who asks. And now that's out of the way.
That is on a super secret Patreon level. That is way above $3.
$4,000 platinum here. One of one.
Kazoo tier.
T. That's right. NFT 1 of 1.
I cannot tell you.
Market.
It was way harder than it should have been to find a goddamn kazoo.
That was the hard part?
That was the hard part, was finding the kazoo. Like, finding an actual kazoo. Because Karen went to Target, and she found these, like, stupid party favor kazoos that didn't sound like kazoos. Like, they weren't shaped like kazoos, and you put them in your mouth, and they went vaguely kazoo sound.
Kazooey.
Like, that's not what I was after. If I'm going to be covering squared roots, if I'm going to be making squared squizooed roots, then I needed a proper kazoo. And I went
Professional level kazooing.
Right.
That's
So
right.
when I used to work at Guitar Center, and they sold kazoos there, so I wound up going there, and they were like, "No, we don't." We don't have any kazoos here. We don't carry them anymore. But there's this other music shop nearby that might have some. But they didn't open until noon. So I went out and I went to my favorite burrito place for lunch. And then I waited in the parking lot until noon. And I knocked on the door. Nobody was there. I called. Nobody answered the phone. So I sat in the parking lot, finished my burrito. And I was about to pull out. And I said, you know what? I'm going to call one more time. And then somebody answered the phone. And they were late. And then they let me in, and they had exactly 2 kazoos. So I bought a blue one, and then I sat in front of my computer and listened to Squared Roots and just kazooed along with it to the best of my ability.
What color was the other one?
The other one was red.
Okay.
The kazoo's just been sitting here on my desk this whole time, next to my 3 broke-ass Joy-Cons that I have to send in for free repairs. Because I got the Joy-Con drift 3 times over.
That is an absurd amount of kazoo problems to have.
You don't
Got
even
some
know.
serious ass kazoo problems.
There it is.
I just imagine the guy at Guitar Center being like,
Wait, what?
"Fuck you! No way! No, we don't have any kazoos. You twat!
That's like someone
Fuck
going
out
to
here!
GameStop and asking for Battletoads.
Like, stop it! That's not a serious request. What's wrong with you?
Are you doing this for some sort of YouTube video?
It should be.
What was it?
It should be harder,
Yeah,
actually.
should be outlawed.
Kazoos are great. I don't want to hear it.
Footloose, but with kazoos.
I missed that Kazoo channel. That guy was hilarious.
Oh, man.
Although apparently he turned out to be a real scuzzbag. Like, I don't actually know the full story, but he like disappeared off YouTube and was like selling NFTs or something like that, and then he just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Cool.
That's weird.
Those
I didn't
professional
know that
kazoo
wave-
players, you gotta watch out.
You really do.
This last digital note was selling NFTs. Good for him. That's a way to
Way
go.
to go out on a high note.
I'm very
God.
excited for when we eventually make our heel turn, Chris.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Drift off into the scumbag area of YouTube and the internet. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be like, we just got to, take a far right turn. We'll get Kevin Sorbo on the show. It'd be great.
Disappointed!
There should be better Hercules games, and I'm fucking tired of seeing Taylor Swift when I'm trying to watch my footballs. That fucking bitch.
Someone actually went out and watched a game and recorded the amount of time she was on screen to then post, "Hey assholes, it was like 24 seconds. Calm the fuck down."
And not to go too far off the rails, but this really fucking pisses me off.
Choo-choo.
Nobody said shit when fucking Jessica Simpson, or whatever her dumbass was, when she was fucking Tony Romo. Nobody cared that she was on TV because she was perceived, I don't know that she is, but she is perceived as being dumber than a bag of hammers. So nobody felt threatened.
Whoa.
Taylor gets on there.
Daniel!
Easy.
I
We
said
appreciate
perceived.
hammers here, and whether they are in a bag form or not, we do not badmouth hammers.
But because Taylor is smart and they know that she's fucking smart, it's like, get this bitch off the television. It's so fucking great. Anyway, I digress. Video games. Sorry. It makes me real fucking mad, man. I just sit around getting angry about it.
Tell us how you really feel.
Video game.
Turning into Lewis Black in my old age.
Yeah, you
Worst
are.
things to turn into. You could be turning into Taylor Swift in your old age. You're turning into Jessica
be
Simpson
so
in
much-
your old age.
Any of those two is better than turning into Lewis Black.
No, I disagree.
I would make an excellent Taylor Swift. How dare you?
No, I'm not saying you wouldn't.
I mean, that
I got a
someone
blank
write
space
that
over
down.
here, Dean. I'll write your name. Don't fuck with me. How dare you?
Easy.
It was a Taylor
So
Swift
how's everyone
reference
doing?
to a lyric. If you didn't get it, it's okay.
I didn't get it.
Nope.
I didn't get it.
Well, I mean, he has
Really?
he has 2 daughters, so you know.
She's like the most popular artist, and I got a blank
To you.
space. I'll write
To
your name.
you.
She's
she's
like the most popular in the world.
You're talking to
Legit.
old men. You're talking to middle-aged men. No one gives a fuck about Taylor Swift in this chat, man. No one.
I like the way
You really should.
motherfucker went from middle-aged to old in the middle of his statement. Fuck you, Dean.
Backwards. I went old to middle-aged. Now we're corrected. We're not old yet.
Speak for yourself. I went to the doctor. So I went to the doctor finally to look at my shoulder.
Oh,
And they-
yeah. How'd that go?
Yeah. So they took more X-rays of my neck and my shoulder, and Dr. Marple, lovely woman, she basically came in and she was like, "Yeah, I mean, it sucks. You're old. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you." And I was like, "Fuck, man, not that. That's not what I wanted to hear."
Sorry, bro. You're
She was
old.
like, "No, you have tendinitis. Like, it happens. Stand up straight. Your posture sucks." And I was like, "No, of course it does. I've been playing video games since I was 6, and I'm addicted to my phone like every other asshole on the planet. Of
I've
course my
emotionally
posture
been
is
beaten
terrible."
the entirety of my life, so I get a natural curl down towards the ground.
That's right. I've done 500 episodes of this fucking amazing podcast you should listen to, by the way. But I don't sit up straight as a fucking arrow when I'm doing it. But yeah, that's it. I'm old. That was the diagnosis. You have tendinitis because you suck.
Well, that's the most affordable answer.
Yeah.
No, it is. And then they gave me, she gave me a cortisone shot into my shoulder.
Nice.
Nice. You don't even
And
feel your shoulder
I'm
anymore,
gonna tell
do you?
you,
Feel lubricated?
always. However, it's very moist. I have never felt the inside of like the socket of my shoulder before until she probed it with a needle, and I was like, "Oh, I can feel things in places I've never felt before, doctor. This is very interesting." It was a very big needle.
You're like a pro athlete now.
I know.
It goes all the time.
I'm going to start doing steroids, hitting home runs. It's going to be fucking great.
What do you mean?
Only 43. Good. It's time.
My goodness gracious.
How's everybody else doing?
I'm just dealing with tooth craters. Pretty much the pain is pretty much subsided now. But like where they pulled the wisdom teeth out, there's still those little craters where teeth
Hey,
used to be.
you got some food pockets.
Oh, did they push
Yeah.
yours out?
I don't know what they did. I was asleep. They didn't tell me.
Oh, yeah.
I asked them, "What are you going to? How are you going to remove my teeth?" And he said very carefully.
Perfect.
Classic answer.
Yep.
Very carefully unzips. Oh, doc.
Oh, you're still awake. Sorry.
My bad. Hold on.
When I went to the surgeon, I wouldn't really call him a surgeon because they A, kept me awake, then B, proceeded to put some sort of spoon into my mouth, and then C, he just leaned and it came out.
That doesn't
I got
sound
my
right.
first wisdom tooth out because I had one removed years and years ago.
Yeah.
And that one I was awake for. They just numbed up the whole side of my mouth, and then they shattered it. They like broke it into a bunch of pieces and took it out in chunks.
That's what most people get. Like, no, this guy just fucking shoved it out and like root and all came out. It looked gnarly as shit, man. It was weird.
When you say shoved it out, that is giving me a different.
Bro, I swear to God, I was laying back.
Like, did he
in the
grab
chair
on it
said,
and
"You're
pull
gonna
it
feel
out?
some
Is it
pressure."
still in your jaw? Like, I'm confused.
It's out. It's out.
Okay.
It's not there. It is gone. I had it for a while. It was tied to a string, and I would lie to my
Charlie.
and I told them I pulled it out myself.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, I guess you can get that done if it's just like slightly off and not like going into your jaw or anything. You could just get it like yanked out instead of like getting your gun.
Technically speaking, you could go to the dentist and pay them an amount of money, and they'll take any one of your teeth out.
I mean,
Yeah, I did that for my entire top row.
Like,
I didn't want it out. I would have kept it in if it wasn't hurting me.
You don't have to go to a dentist for that. I mean, you could go to most people and be like, "Here's a pair of pliers and $20."
Listen, I
Get
didn't
this
know
out
what he
of
was
my
going to
head.
do till I got there. I just had him do the thing, and then he gave me a fucking bill, and I said, "Man, I could have done that myself, just like you motherfuckers." But hey, I had some guy do it, and it cost me $2,400 instead.
As
It was
Dan
great.
has said, Dean, do the thing.
That's right. You went in and were like, "Dentist, do the thing," and he was like, "Fuck it, all right, I got
He
a
wasn't
spoon."
even a dentist. He was like
A medicine man.
Nah,
This
he
is
was
Dr. Nick Riviera.
Hi, everybody.
It was Dr. Nick.
Dr.
Yeah,
Dr.
it was
Nick.
Dr. Nick. It was pretty terrible.
DDS.
It was
The
not
B
good.
was for bargain.
Would
Got
not
it.
recommend it. Yeah. No, it's terrible. Yeah, no, it was just weird. I mean, don't get that done. How many did you get out?
I had the remaining 3 taken out, but the one was growing sideways and had an infected cyst underneath it, which is what made it an emergency that had to get done super fast. And unfortunately, it eroded the bone underneath the molar next to it. So I lost my bottom left back molar, which he said I wasn't going to miss. And I got to say, I miss it
You're
quite a
missing it.
lot because I keep chewing food on the left side of my mouth and like
Not
nothing's
good.
happening because there's a top tooth and then there's no tooth underneath it, so like it just kind of squishes halfway against the gums and just kind of sits there like, this doesn't fucking work.
You know, you should get
So-
those robot teeth people are talking about.
I've been thinking about it.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
I
want
could
to
have
get
gotten
some
robot
laser
teeth.
teeth.
Robot,
Right? I want robot
I thought
teeth.
you did get robot teeth.
No, mine are just like, standard dentures.
Fuck that,
No,
man.
I thought you went robot teeth.
I
I
that's
guess
what I
their insurance
wanted.
didn't cover it, or
No.
that's a bummer.
what is a
Should've gotten the
robot
robot
teeth.
tooth?
Worse.
What are robot teeth doing that are different than dentures?
I have no fucking
They're remote
clue. But
controlled.
they're called robotic implants. So like,
They
they
got an
sound cool
antenna
as
coming
fuck.
out.
They got Wi-Fi and shit.
Do you
Like-
remember Jaws from James Bond?
Dr. G.
Yes.
Who the fuck would want that? Oh my god.
Well,
I
the
mean, I
technology's
kinda
come a
would.
long way since then.
Oh, it's better. I
sounds
forgot.
kinda
Sorry,
neat.
my bad. My bad.
I want to fucking look like Trap Jaw from Masters of the Universe. Fucking eat this brick. I'm gonna eat this concrete for a minute. Fuck, it's a whole new world of possibilities.
No, Dan, you just get the jaws. Your digestion doesn't get any better. You'd still be fucked if you ate that.
Still have acid reflux every night.
That's fine. Whatever. I got some fucking Tums. Chew that. I'll chew the whole bottle.
Okay,
Don't
hot
even matter.
shot.
Plastic.
All right.
Get hooked on that Prilosec.
Oh, fuck yeah.
TC.
Can I also get the robot arm too that Trapjaw had? Like, oh, now it's a fucking laser gun. Now it's a saw. This thing's fucking useful.
I look first
So you
the
just
teeth,
wanna be
then
trapped
the arm.
on.
I
Yeah.
do. Yeah. I do. I'm glad we could. It took 500 episodes.
500
for us to
episodes.
come to the main
We
point
finally made it.
of this podcast. But yes, I want to be trapped.
I hate sauerkraut. That's all I'm really trying to say.
That's all I'm trying to say. Fair enough, so-
Whew.
Oh goodness. How you doing, Evan?
I've had back pain for, I don't know, 2.5, 3 weeks. So yeah.
Everybody sucks.
Wait,
It all
are we
sucked.
complaining about pain? Like, is that for
No, that's
no.
no.
yes.
Go ahead,
Dean,
Evan.
that's
Evan.
just
Yeah,
reality.
yours.
Clearly, you don't listen to the show anymore. It's half the things we do.
That's right.
It's-
Because as
They're
you
gonna say that they're
previously
tired.
stated, we're old men.
we
Old,
bitch
tired
about
ass men.
Stone Age
yard
gamer.
work
We're old
and
men.
back pain.
Yeah. Yeah, Dean.
This weather has to get nicer so the yard work shit can come back.
It really
Yeah,
does.
it's not,
True,
the
I
weather's
do
not
miss
good enough.
yard work.
So yeah, Dean, 3 weeks ago I sneezed, threw out my back. I've been in pain ever since. So,
Oh, that's terrible.
yep.
Oh, it's such a shame because I've been there.
See, the problem was,
Did you get
is
one of
like,
the massage guns yet?
yeah, see, like that. Yeah. So here's the thing.
Yeah. Turns out it's not for internal use.
Correct.
Got him.
So like,
Who knew?
my wife is lovely. She'll like massage it. She'll hit it with the gun and whatnot, and I'll feel great. And then the next morning, I don't know, I'll sit on the edge of my bed and my back goes, no. I didn't do anything. I didn't bend over. Didn't put on my socks. It just said no. So then I'm hurting for the day. Next day, feeling better. Go to wash my face in the sink. back says no. So it's just the way it is now. I am living like this, constantly in pain.
Have you tried the lidocaine patches?
Actually, I have this. It's like a roll-on thing.
I have the same one too.
Yeah. So yes.
Old as
Have
fuck.
you tried not being in pain?
You know what?
Was that ever an option?
I was thinking about turning it off and turning it back on, but it's the turning it back on problem that I was going to have an issue with. So
Try rubbing its leg.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jiggle the handle.
I do that.
I
That's
sneezed,
my back.
I came, I threw my back out. Like, whoa, in that order? All right. That's how old we are.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. You've missed a lot, Dean.
I have.
Not really.
It's the show's really turned into something.
Something
I don't
else.
know what exactly the fuck it is, but it's certainly something.
Well,
We had this idea that we really
split
wanted
now.
to do to start the 500th episode to just kind of freak everyone out is to use our old theme song and just have you and Matt Much just pretend that you've been doing it the entire time for like
oh man,
5 minutes.
that would have been awesome.
Like Asian Jim from The Office.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good for you, Dwight.
Oh man, that much paper cuts. Oh, that was a fucking show. Oof.
That's right.
Oh yeah, it was good times.
No rails anywhere.
Oh God, no.
None for miles.
There was more yelling at each other in that show than us talking about actual comic books.
And the comics we did read were like fucking insane.
Yeah, I actually brought up. We talked about a comic that like Matt raved about. It was about a really big guy who was kind of on the dumb side, and I was like, I want to read that again, but I have no recollection of what the fucking name was.
Huck.
Yes, I actively went back and looked at the art. We put art for it in the show.
Oh shit! There you go. Fuck.
That's right. That's right.
We were
Listeners,
detailed.
none of this is for you.
Wow, organized.
This is all for us.
Yeah.
Deep cuts.
All for us.
Good stuff.
So, Dean, what have you been up to for these last couple of years? It's been a while since we've had you on the show.
He's actually been on the show for all of the episodes. Just his mic wasn't on. Just
Yeah. No, I've just been fucking hanging out. No, I moved. So that was interesting. It's been definitely a adjustment period. I made it through COVID. That was good. I got engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
what's his name?
thing. It's Bernard.
That's so funny.
Great guy.
I beat you into it.
Very tender.
He's a caring lover.
Yeah. I started up a kind of like a YouTube thing with Matt Ramo and Brandon Cruz. We're kind of doing this weird wrestling but video games thing. So if you guys want to see some really weird shit, just head on over to Electronic Coliseum Championship. I'm pretty sure that's everywhere on YouTube, TikTok, all those things. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be awesome.
You guys were doing that with Uno for a while, right?
Yeah, I was kind of testing the waters, and then job landscape down here has been very, very trying. Oh boy, yeah, I've had some really crazy times. I had a breakdown at one point.
Aren't they awesome?
Recovered from said breakdown because I'm here, so that's good.
Get it? Got through it?
Yeah. I put down a dog. Now I have 2 new dogs. It's been a whole fucking roller coaster.
Was it a Hydra?
Yeah. I just killed one, got 2 more, man. It sprung right up from the stomach. It was weird.
The way you said it made it sound very like action and reaction, very cause and effect.
Yeah, dude. The one died, and then I just cut it open, and you just pulled a couple out. That's how it is.
Fontaine and Empire Strikes Back.
I lived in there for a little bit, and my hair got caught, and the DNA got together, and then now I have these weird dog children, and it's really fucked up. You guys do not want to see them. You guys do not want to see them. It's bad. It's bad.
How dare you? I definitely want to see them.
Do you
I
guys
need to see them.
have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes.
Yes.
It's that one episode where there's like 18 different Guillermos and they're all like animal children. It's that. It's terrible. Don't. One has a really deep like bassy voice and says "Daddy." It's the worst. It's the worst. Yeah. No, I've actually just been playing a lot of video games. When I was streaming during the pandemic, like I kind of just went on this tirade and I was actually Mike was there. He saw a lot of it. I slaughtered many a game and some of them almost drove me to insanity, but it was fun. So I've been doing a lot, but a little older, a little wiser, just fucking hanging out, enjoying life. And now I'm here. I'm here to talk about fucking video games, and I'm excited.
Oh, wait, that's what we're doing tonight?
I don't know. We could just bullshit the whole night. I don't care.
I thought we were doing top 5 favorite lawnmowers.
That's all. Guy had a whole list. What am I going to do with this list?
Who said we weren't? Go for it.
Dude, I got
All right, from home improvement.
Such a long episode.
Number 5. Briggs & Stratton 8 horsepower push behind. Fucking excellent mower for the price point. Oh, fucking I will. Anyway.
Bro, ride or die, man. Riding mower only.
Yep.
Oh, well, I started at 5, though. Like,
all right.
We got to build up.
Okay, well, what's number 1? You got the 0 turn on there? Zero radius? All right.
100%.
I want to see a dime on the floor.
P.
I want to see a dime on the floor. If it's not turning on that dime, I don't want it, Dan.
You turn on that dime, motherfucker. How dare you threaten me with anything less than your best?
Oh, boy.
Oh, goodness. 28 minutes in already, huh? All right. That's good.
This is going well.
Mike, how you been doing?
How you been?
No, I said it first. I'm the host now, Kris.
I'm the host now.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Work sucks. Everybody knows. Injured my back as well, so that's great. And just playing video games. That is it. That is my life in a nutshell. Hating work, hurting, getting hurt, and playing video games. Occasional sleeping.
Yeah, that's
that tracks.
Playing. Come on, hit us with a little bit of joy here. What have you been playing?
I started playing Pokemon, and it's great. As terrible as I got Violet.
Okay, so you got one of the new ones. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's a terrible game. Like, it's like they kind of put a game together and be like, yeah, this is good enough.
I thought
Pokemon.
they fixed it. They didn't fix it?
Oh, it's
They
like a
fixed
gamble.
a lot of
the
it,
game's
but
going to
it's-
crash.
Still pretty broken.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that sucks. I'm happy I didn't buy it then.
I didn't either.
did
Lexi was nice enough to get it for me for Christmas.
Oh, that's really
So,
cool. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did
DLC 's
anybody else
great.
pick up on how Dean was like, oh, so you got one of the new ones? Okay. Did you catch that? It was very subtle.
No,
It was
because
there- it was there.
Look, I mean, I've played all the new
You're one of those guys. Okay.
Fuck you, Dan. I've played all the new ones, okay? I know how bad they are because I've experienced it, okay? All right?
Whatever the last one was, Sword and Shield,
Yeah.
I believe for the 2.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Shield quite a bit.
I was a big
My,
fan of Schwield.
My
as the-
Rillaboom was named Jessica. She kicked ass. Came out, she's Jessica. And then
I
she
challenge
fucked up.
you next time you play Pokemon to look at each Pokemon and then pick a wrestler to name them after.
Oh,
I have
so much
doing
fun.
that. Yeah, it's fun.
All right. I'm in.
Yeah.
The DLC for it has a bunch of Gen 1 Pokemon, so I'm like, hey, I know this one.
Oh, that's fucking dope. That's really cool. Is the DLC like better than the main game?
I've only played like an hour of it.
Okay.
Like, just like farting around in like the first area.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, I know this one. I'm like, I have no fucking clue what this cricket thing is.
That's cricket looking motherfucker.
Fucking cracking thing.
And like the best part about it is like you're walking in this game for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then you're like riding a Pokemon the entire time.
That's dope.
Not sexually,
Isn't
just
the Pokemon
normally.
that you ride called Rhydon?
Yeah. It's very He-Man.
Poetic.
Yeah. Also,
This guy
I've been
doing
playing
Ram things. All right, Ram Man. Done.
Trinity Fusion, which is
What?
like I started playing Trinity Fusion on Steam for my personal computer. And the game's great. It's like Dead Cells, except like
Is it
in
anime?
space.
Oh.
No, it's not. I mean, you play as a woman, so I guess that's the closest thing to anime.
That's fine. But all right, it sounded a little anime, Trinity Fusion. But so what? Like it's in space. Is it? So it's Dead Cells in space.
Kind of, sort of. It's like very like sci-fi and all that. You have two main weapons. Something about a multiverse. I don't really pay attention to the story.
No, you just need to kill things. That's all.
That's it. Kill, and it's a rogue, so just putting hours of time into it for nothing.
You guys need to play fucking Dave the Diver. That's what y'all need to play.
Oh, it's on my list. John played through most of it. He got stuck somewhere, but it's got Godzilla DLC coming.
I am so
Yes, it does.
for that.
I'm so fucking excited.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed.
What?
Can we just take a minute to comment on how fucking awesome and absurd the PlayStation Showcase was this past week?
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
No,
Oh my god! Have none of you? Am I the only one who has seen the Death Stranding 2 trailer?
Yes, because I'm just not gonna watch.
Oh my god! It's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw a few things. It did look pretty ridiculous.
There's
a talking fucking mannequin, like
that has different frame rate.
Yeah, it operates as like it's being fucking puppeted. Mm-hmm. It's like a wooden puppet mannequin thing that fucking talks and gets like all saucy and makes face. I cannot fucking wait. I am so excited for next year.
I am excited to hear you talk about it. That's as far as I'll go with that game.
Yeah, that game.
Oh man,
I don't even know.
Have any of you played fucking fake Pokemon?
Oh, Pie World?
I tried it. I hated it.
I played
like
fake
building
Pokemon. It's good. Like, it's definitely not fake Pokemon. Like they were Pokemon with guns, like they were saying. But it's fucking good. Like I think for $20 or whatever the fuck it costs, it's definitely worth the money. Like it's Minecraft and Pokemon. That's literally all it is. It's Minecraft and Pokemon put together. And like,
I honestly, I can't think of two things that you could put together that would make me want to play that game less.
Well, I mean, to circle back to earlier, old man.
Yes.
Old man. Believe me, I get it. Because I logged on to try and I was interested. I played probably about like 8 hours and then I was like, all right, I'm probably not going to play this anymore. But that was way better than it had any right being. Because have you seen like anything that the dev team has like said about like previous projects or anything?
No.
They know nothing about game design, like zero. Zero. And somehow they just managed to shit out not a masterpiece, but a fairly passable game about a very, very popular property. And like, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's pretty much, those are all Pokemon. They are not copy paste, but they are a copy. Someone colored over it with a marker and then pasted it.
Oh, this one's going to have a beard. That's what makes it different.
Yep.
But that's it.
Yeah, it's fucking fascinating, and it is riding on like I'm not going to say the finest line of legality, but it's definitely questionable. It is 100% questionable. It was very cool though. It was very cool when I did hit the Y button on my controller and an EV jumped onto my back, pulled out an AK, and started spraying bitches. Coolest thing. Coolest fucking thing. Was well worth it. I didn't pay anything because it's just on Game Pass right now.
Yep,
so,
that's what I tried it on.
Well worth the price of free.
Mm-hmm. But to your point, what the fuck do we know? That game sold like over 1 million copies in the first 8 hours.
Yep.
Like they might not know what the fuck they're doing, but they're making money, and here we are.
Somebody said out loud, "Pokemon with guns, not on Nintendo," and everyone was like, "Okay, I'll try that." Like that's all they needed to say. Pokemon with guns.
Why didn't we say that, Chris?
I mean,
because we're not that smart.
We just sit around looking longingly into each other's eyes every week, just hopelessly in love.
Listen, I crapped out $1 million idea for Dan one day, and I was like, "Fuck it." I mean, I don't know. What do I know about video games? And that was just where I left it. What the fuck did I say? I texted you something.
You did. I have it somewhere.
Damn. Yeah, I don't.
Was it Pokemon on skateboards? Because I'll play that game.
No, it was something about Battlefront. Like, I was like, you got the Battlefront 2 engine, and you could just mod it to do something, and you got this brand new fucking game, and I'm a genius. Why hasn't anyone else thought about this? And then I put down the phone, and I completely forgot about it after that.
That's why nobody's thought about it, because we went, fuck, what was that? I don't know.
Yep. No, yeah, it wasn't that important. But, like, yeah, I mean, that's essentially what it was, or what this game is. Someone just kind of put two things together, and it's so crazy it worked.
Yeah.
Dean, did you play Lies of P?
I haven't yet. I'm waiting for enough time to, like, put into the game, because I feel like is it a short game?
So I beat it 3 times under 100 hours. So I
want to play it so bad.
Hours. It's so fucking good.
Is it?
I want it so bad.
Wait, Dan, you didn't get it?
No, I'm fucking broke. I have dogs and children.
Dude, I get it. I get it.
Have money.
Dogs, yeah. Like I had to neuter my dog, and it was. All right. So
again, pliers, $20.
Yeah, I should have.
Do the thing.
His teeth.
I should have done the thing, dude. It was almost like $600, and I was like, "Fuck my life, dude." Yeah. That was so much money. Like, and just for him to not fuck things.
Well, actually,
I'm taking joy away from him. It costs me money to do that.
It still can fuck things. It just won't have kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I mean,
and then you won't end up like me, Dean, with fucking. I have 12
Yeah, I don't
dogs
I got
in my house. Right,
too much.
These fuckers were born as the day of this recording. They are 3 days shy of 8 weeks old. Okay, they are fucking puppies.
Oh God, do you have to bring them into the vet soon?
Oh yeah, no, that's
yeah, because I said 8 weeks is coming up.
Already
bro.
a thing.
Time.
The smallest one is 14 pounds.
Oh my God, the big dog.
The biggest one is 19 fucking pounds. Bowser weighs 19 pounds. He's 8 weeks old.
It's gonna be a big boy.
Holy shit, is he ever? Legit, I am spending, and this is not
money, I'm sure.
This is not a beg for anything. This is just my own stupid life decisions that I'm dealing with. I am spending close to $200 a week in food for all of the fucking animals that are at my house currently.
I've been trying to call as many customers. Be like, hey, my good buddy has a rescue. It's got like 1 million dogs in his house. I don't say 1 million. I actually have been saying like 12. So I've been accurate.
That is accurate. Only 7 are up for adoption. The other 5 I'm keeping.
Right, but I just say he has like 12 dogs in his house.
Can you send me some pictures and stuff? I could put some stuff up at work.
I will. I will send them to you, Dean, right now. They are the cutest.
It's safeathomerescue.org.
That's right.
All the information.
Yeah, check it out.
It's actually in the show notes of this very podcast.
It is. That's right.
It's on the homepage of geekade.com.
That's right.
Part of their family.
Not listening, Dean.
I have it tattooed on my nutsack. What?
No wonder nobody sees it.
It's a good place for other people to see, just not him.
I show it off to everybody.
Listen,
like, hey,
plenty of people
see that.
Did I just sit in gum?
Why is that always so funny? Mm-hmm. I don't know why. It's so good.
It's like a fart. Always funny.
Yeah.
Always fucking funny. Good news. My kid just texted me. Sonic 3 will be in theaters this December.
Yeah, so I heard. Everyone's making a big deal about the fact that Jim Carrey is coming back. Like,
well, yeah, he said he retired.
Of course he is. Not from Sonic.
No, he said he was done. He said Sonic 2 was his last movie.
Yeah.
I thought he said he was retiring from acting.
Yes.
So he's not acting
He's not
in
acting.
Sonic. He's just hanging out.
He's just there.
He's just there.
Having some hot dogs, whatever, chilling. Is anyone
get it, man.
Helldivers?
I thought about it.
So that game is not doing it for me, and I feel like it should be.
That's sad. I wanted someone to play with.
Yeah, I feel like it should be. but it just isn't, and I don't know why.
No,
Because it's not Death Stranding 2. There's not like a weird oil hand fucking coming after you.
No.
And a fucking glitchy mannequin puppet.
I mean, it's
mannequin's
Starship
the wrong word. I
Troopers,
keep
though.
saying mannequin. It's not a fucking mannequin.
You like Starship Troopers, though.
I love Starship Troopers. That's it. 12%.
What
Regular
does Starship
coffee,
Troopers have
12%.
anything to do with this
12% hold
conversation? Where did that come from?
Helldivers. Starship Troopers.
Okay.
Would you like to know more?
There.
I'm doing
Starship
my
Troopers
part.
and Jace. That's right.
Love that movie. You
That
know,
gets quoted very much here.
I'm doing my
there's
part.
fucking like 3 other movies after that, and like I don't know anything about anything after the first one. Like, have you guys seen any of the other ones?
yes. So have you seen
One of
the
them's,
Sharknado movies?
Bad animation.
Yeah, they're
No,
horrible.
There's a cartoon. I've seen the cartoon
Yeah.
before, but like the movies though.
Dean,
I thought that was a movie.
Is there?
hold.
Yeah, they have an animated like movie.
No.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
It was terrible.
So these movies know exactly what they are, and they lean into it, just like the Sharknado movie. So if you like the Sharknado movies, and you just want to see people killing giant bugs, go
It's
for it.
afraid.
They are so worth the watch because
right.
it is what it is.
Okay. All
Isn't
right.
like the third one like Rico's something or another?
I don't
like
know them
he
by
has his own-
number. Like, you could just play them all together. It's like one giant commercial for killing bugs.
Rico's bail bonds.
I'm for it.
Very odd. So let me try and bring this to a nice coalesced point.
Circle
Mike,
it.
you just said that gets quoted a lot around these parts, right? Which I assume is your home and or work.
Yeah, the Watchtower. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Tiff and I were having a conversation the other day. We all 17 of us that are on this podcast currently are in committed long-term relationships. What is the it's committed to Jace? It's fine. It's fine. What is the oldest quote from a pop culture thing, movie, TV show, whatever, that is a part of your relationship? Tiff and I.
So wait.
Basically,
the thing you've said
Tiff
the
and I
most,
go
or
back to
okay.
We go back to the thing that gets quoted almost the most in our house and has for the longest time is probably something from episode 3 of "You're going down a path I just can't follow." I have the high ground, just something fucking stupid like that.
Okay.
Thinking on your relationship, what is the thing? Like, what's the oldest thing that
I
you go
have
back
one.
to?
I have one too.
What is it?
It's not very old, but you go first, Evan.
Well, mine is. It's not ours because I'm the only one who says it. It's I am evil, the fruits of the devil, which is from So I Married an Axe Murderer. For the longest, at the beginning of our relationship, she thought I came up with that, and then I showed her the movie, and she went, "Oh, that's where you get that stupid saying from." I went, "Yes, it is."
Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. Evil. Dean?
We really like what we do in the shadows. So around the house, especially now with the fucking dogs and having a puppy, I go to yell at him, and instead of just yelling at him, I go, "Fucking guy!" And then right after me, Larissa will, "Fucking guy!" And it makes me laugh every time. It makes me feel a lot better for, with whatever the dog's doing.
Also because Matthew Berry might be the funniest man on the planet.
He is. I think everyone in that show is very talented. Like, I love all the characters. Nandor, like, I want to be his friend. I want to give him a hug.
Have you ever watched The IT Crowd?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Yeah, I appreciate the IT crowd, too.
Fucking love Matthew Berry. Kris, what you got? Or
Well,
Mike?
I think I want to say the old. It did this one. It's tough to say because my gut reaction was Syphil and Ollie, which comes like Karen's not nearly the fan that I am because like there's like 4 other people who are
Syphil and Ollie aren't as much of a fan as you are.
They really not.
It comes up very often where not even that often, but every couple of months or so, it's like, how you doing? And the other one will say, wishing I had some chicken flavored air conditioning. But honestly, the state is older. And so we quote the state a lot because the state was from 1994. So I think that's the oldest thing. And the quote is, these guys suck at hokey pokey. What a bunch of assholes.
So,
I don't
Mike,
think
what
there's
you got?
anything older that we quote.
I have
Except maybe Ninja Turtles.
But that wasn't something like
she
as
doesn't
part
quote
of your
that I do.
relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like
not
Tiff
really
and I saw episode 3 together at like towards the
Openly
beginning of
stopped
our
afterwards.
relationship. Yeah, I fucking love that movie. How fucking dare you? That movie's fucking awesome. That movie is as good as X-Men on the NES. That was for you, Rumpelmans. Smooches.
Agreed.
I don't always respond, but I do fucking read like a creeper all day. That movie fucking rules. I don't fucking care. No, it doesn't, but it does. It rules like the 80s version of that word. Like when people would go around
With a
and be like, oh, Doyle rules. Like that's the fucking vibe that episode 3 has.
Mike?
The fuck, marry, kill. Padme. Okay. Funny. Anyway, sorry, Sheridan.
So mine isn't old. So randomly, if like Lexi's usually up in the room reading or whatever, I'm down at my computer. So randomly, yeah, that's what I say all the time. She doesn't appreciate it. So has everybody seen most or any of American Horror Story?
Yeah.
The first season or 2?
Okay, so Coven,
I know how to
the one
spell
about
it.
the witches.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end, the main witch, whatever, she's sent to purgatory. Spoilers. So she's in this cabin or whatever, and just out of nowhere, she's like looking around, smells like fish. Naughty pine. Naughty pine. So when it's just dead quiet in my place, I'll just yell that up, and then she'll yell it back.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
That fucking rules.
I have a question for Kris, because Kris and I and our families are Letterkenny fans, and I'm curious as to how much Letterkenny is infecting your day-to-day speak.
Oh, 100%. When I knew exactly when Kris started watching it from the podcast. That's what he appreciates about me.
Well, back to Chorin.
So Katie and I went out to the store this evening. We needed fucking spoilers. We needed puppy food.
$200.
So we're driving back, and there's an Arby's that we pass on the way, and just because you yelled fish, this reminded me of it, Mike. So we're driving by, and the sign, I don't know if sandwich was ever on the signboard, but it just said 2 for $5 fish. Nice. So we're driving by, and Katie, we're listening to the new Billy Joel song, which is fucking great, by the way.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the new Billy Joel song came out today.
Holy shit.
It's so fucking good. Oh my God.
Homeboy hasn't put anything out in like fucking
30 years.
Yeah.
Shotgun Boy is still alive.
He didn't need to.
No, he didn't, but this new song, and he's going to be performing it live on the Grammys on Sunday. Yeah. It's really fucking good.
Sounds uncomfortable.
So we're driving by, and it says 2 for $5 fish. And Katie goes, well, what kind of fucking fish are they giving me for $5? Like, am I going to walk in there and here's some haddock? Is it going to be a sandwich? Are they going to give me trout? Are they going to give me mackerel? I don't fucking want mackerel. I want at least a cod. I think I wanted cod for $5.
She's got her priorities all fucked up.
Like, what is happening?
Why does she know so many fish?
That was my question.
Because she's a maniac. She's an absolute maniac. But legit, if you listen to the episode last week or the week before, you know that my kid, if you can imagine Katie, just it's quiet, we're listening to the song, and just her voice goes, well, what kind of fucking fish? It's amazing.
And she didn't say goldfish?
So funny. No, goldfish we didn't get to. She was like going down mackerel, cod, trout. Here's your trout, sir. All right.
Good stuff. Good.
I love
stuff.
fish.
Love the food, hate the band.
There's
I don't even
one
hate the band.
fish song
Dude,
that I like.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It's
I-
47
I-
minutes
I-
long, Dan.
I don't
Well, I could
follow
weigh
it
it.
around or
What
anything
do you
like that,
say?
but I feel like Farmhouse is a pretty solid album.
5 pounds,
This
6
is-
pounds, 7 pounds.
Oh,
We don't
Trey
need an 8-minute
Anastasio.
song.
No.
I don't. It's too long.
It's 8 minutes, and then when they play it live, it's 82 minutes.
Oh, no.
No, we'll see him live.
8.5
What I hated
minutes long.
about
One
Tool.
tickets.
I saw Tool once, and they came out, and instead of playing Tool songs, they fucking jammed. I was like, what is happening? This is
another-
bullshit. Go back and play 46 and 2. Shut the fuck up, Maynard. Oh, what you're doing? You're up there going, like, no, you're not an instrument. Knock it off.
Scatting
Is
all over the
mayonnaise an
place.
instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Sorry, I feel like I tried to coalesce everything, and then we came back off.
Absolutely
the rails. I apologize.
failed miserably.
There will be no rails tonight.
I feel the second half will have more rails than the first.
God damn, we're an hour in. It's railless. They were they've long been gone. Fuck.
This is what the people want.
Hour worth of no rails.
This is what,
No
this
better
is
way
why
to
it's
celebrate
just me and
500
Chris.
episodes.
I mean, this is why, honestly.
To be
It's not
fair,
that anybody else was bad. It's just we can't do this every week.
To get back to it, has anybody else played any video games? Because I just mentioned Pokemon and Trinity Fusion.
Ah, fuck. I'm playing Tactics Ogre right
Ooh.
now. Fucking.
nice.
Well, you know,
Like the original?
it's on the PS5 now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
wow, somebody's
all I
doing
did was
well. They have a
slap
PS5. Nice, Dean. Good job.
Yeah. It's great. It's lovely. I sat and waited, months to try and get one, and then when I did, I was very underwhelmed. I was like, "Yep, I'm getting old. This sort of shit doesn't excite me anymore." Fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, I started it months ago when it first came out, and it was fine. Had no problems, and then I got to a point where like I just hit a wall. I was at this boss and I couldn't beat it. I had no idea what happened because the difficulty just spiked. So I put it down, played plenty of other things in the meantime, and then literally like 2 weeks ago, I was thinking to myself, I got to get things off my backlog because I like to pre-order games when it's late and I'm a little loopy. And so
Hanging out in the garage?
yeah, hanging out in the garage, and yeah, he knows. And they just keep coming, so I got to keep beating them. And yeah, the ones I need
That's
to
what
beat are
she
the,
said.
I was going to say that usually goes the other way, though.
Bro,
It's
no,
usually
ew.
reversed.
Ew, ooh, spicy. Anyway,
SAG 500 After Dark.
Mayonnaise.
anyway, you can't play that. I told you. Fuck, where was I? Oh,
Tactic Ogre, back to it. Had
Yeah.
to beat it.
Oh, right.
Backlog,
Yeah.
something about a shed. I
Yeah,
don't know.
so chapter 3. I looked it up. Apparently, this is like a thing where the game gets so hard in one fucking spot. That's just where most people give up. So I'm hell bent on now getting through it because I'm not going to let this game beat me. I've never let a game beat me in my life. If I can be fucking Bubsy, I can beat anything. So there I am back at it now. Otherwise, it's a great game. Like, have you guys ever played even the original?
I have not. Tactics games are not for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, tactics games aren't really my jam, but it's actually Sean Doyle's favorite game ever, I believe.
That is such a weird pick, but it
Ogre
makes
Battle
sense for him.
64 is his favorite, but he loves all
That's
the Ogre
more
Battle
accurate.
games.
So good. It's so good.
Are you lying or are you being for real? Because that's
I'm for real.
Very no. I mean, yeah. Like, wait, Dan, are you being serious?
Yeah, Tactics
it's-
Ogre is fucking incredible.
No, the one for the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, Ogre Battle 64 for person of lordly caliber. That's typically considered like one of the best ones in the series. I don't know. It's not my jam, but
a Nintendo 64. That's weird. A Nintendo 64 game is a high caliber game.
It's really good.
It says so in the
ugly
title.
as
Person
shit.
of lordly caliber. Yeah.
Oh shit, dude!
It's not that bad because they used a lot of sprites in it, right? They actually kind of played to the N64's strengths in that one.
They called their shot. They Babe Ruthed it.
It's real
They
good.
said of lordly caliber, and then they fucking did it. That's great. Good for them. Good for them. Know what you got right off the bat. 10 out of 10. Anyway, yeah. I'm hoping I can get to the end of that game. I also got the Metal Gear collection thing, which I don't know. I haven't opened it because I got it, and then everyone was bitching and moaning about it. So
It's the internet.
That's dumb because that's what I've been playing.
is it good?
It's very interesting so far. So I got it. I'm actually I have to play through the whole thing because I got assigned it for review for the next issue of Nintendo 4. So I have plenty of time.
Subscribe now, by the way. Subscribe now.
So I played. It's very strange, right? I got the Switch version, obviously, because I'm a goon. And you put the game card in, and like every game has its own icon, one of those things. So there's like 5 icons. There's one icon for the bonus content, which is and 2 NES games and the digital graphic novels. The digital graphic novels you have to download. Mm-hmm. And the NES games are there. They have save states, but they don't have rewind, which is kind of because especially in a game like Metal Gear that has so many insta-death traps, it's like not having rewind is kind of a dick move. What's especially frustrating to me right now, because I did NES Metal Gear, I started playing Snake's Revenge and determined that I just didn't think it was a very good game, so I stopped. I moved on I beat the first MSX game, which was great, but the MSX games that are on the second icon, they're their own separate animal. They don't have save states at all. They have no rewind or save states. They just have they have nondescript save points, which really, really bothered me in the first game and are already bugging me in the second game.
Wait, is that like original? Like that was in the original game is what you're saying? Or like they were put there? Because if they were put there, that's ridiculous.
Well, I'm not sure how the original game saved on MSX.
Okay. I'm just
it's
curious,
a new menu system.
Okay.
It's a whole new menu system for saving the games. Like it goes and it's a very modern looking thing for actually saving progress, but it only saves your progress to these predetermined points, and the game doesn't tell you where those are. Like, have you guys who has played Metal Gear 2?
Yeah. Oh wait,
not Solid 2, the MSX Metal Gear 2 Solid Play.
I got.
So the first boss,
20 years.
The first boss is fucking obnoxious. The first boss is, surprise, a ninja. It is just shocking and appalling me how many similar beats this game is following to Metal Gear Solid, which is hysterical. But the first boss is Schneider from Metal Gear 1, who's been turned into a ninja. And he's like ridiculously difficult to beat. He's a bullet sponge, and he just teleports all over the place. And I died the first time I got to him, and I had to go back I had to play through another 15 minutes to get back to the boss battle again.
I hate that shit.
And that was like, I saved right before I went into the room, but the last place it saves automatically is like 15 minutes before. There's another part after I beat the second boss in the game. It was after or before I beat it was after I beat the second boss. You have to walk through this swamp, and I made a wrong step at the end, and for some reason it wouldn't let me get back on the right path, and I died, and I had to go all the way back to 10 minutes before the boss, beat the boss again, you have to go through the swamp through a specific path, beat the boss, then go back through the swamp through the same path backwards. And it was just nerve-wracking getting through it the second time. It's like, I just don't want to do this again. There's nothing fun here. I'm just trying to make it through this stupid fucking swamp. But other than that, it's been quite good. I did boot up at least the first Metal Gear Solid just to see what it was like. The only thing that I noticed about it was that I talked about this, I think, last week. Whenever you're listening to a codec conversation and someone's telling you like what buttons to press, the voice is just cut out completely.
Ooh.
Because, they didn't re-record them saying press the A button instead of press the square button or something. So they just...
All right. I guess.
I'm not crazy about it. I feel like they could have handled it just about any other way. Like just edit out the square and just say push the button and then write it on the screen. Something, because it kills the entire conversation. It doesn't just take out that line. It's just like, and the rest of this person talking to you is just silence. Like, well,
yeah, that's weird.
This is dumb. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it's still fucking Metal Gear Solid. It's outstanding. What's up?
How would you feel, and I suppose anybody else too, just because, and this just occurred to me as you were talking about it, now for the second week in a row, I'm just kidding. How would you feel if they had used AI to replicate the voices to re-record it?
To just say the button presses?
You said literally anything else, right? And I was fucking around earlier and I heard like Johnny Cash singing I'm a Barbie Girl. And I was like, wow, that's really fucking good. I don't know that you should do that, but like it sounds really fucking accurate.
See, so I wouldn't care because I wouldn't look into it to find out that they did do that.
To find out that they did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Unless
the internet's like, hey, we did this. Look at what we did.
Of course the internet would be.
Yeah.
These fucking woke-ass bitches using AI for their shit or some. I don't fucking know which side that falls on. I forget.
I mean, they're not recording and re-recording entire conversations. If they just had some way of having them use AI to imitate the voice saying A instead of square.
Yeah.
I would. It would be a little odd just because I hate AI in general, but something tiny like that, like it's not changing anyone's artistic integrity or anything. That's utilitarian. And I guess as long as it would be nice if they got permission from the actors, but I guess they wouldn't legally have to for something that small. But even at that point, why at that point, if you're just doing a single syllable like that, why even use AI? Why not just like get Todd from accounting to say? I'm sure for one syllable it would just kind of roll right over. Noticed, right? But again, I feel like that would have been more work. Yeah. I think that would be fine. It's a good question. That seems like a valuable use of AI to correct something that small. Like it's just such a minor
it seems
thing.
like a relatively innocuous use of a technology that could be beneficial in certain instances. I mean, like I said,
it actually preserves their work. It preserves the rest of their work instead of cutting it out like they did in the final game.
It's really fun listening to Johnny Cash sing I'm a Barbie Girl, but
there's a lot of James Hetfield ones.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen like Sinatra singing Metallica and then Hetfield singing like fucking Sinatra songs. It's great. Fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know.
As terrible as it is, it's hilarious. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to make you chuckle.
Have you seen Hank Hill singing T-Pain?
Oh boy, that sounds great.
Man, it is. I really want to.
Yeah, you should go look it up. It's pretty awesome. I've heard many, and they never disappoint.
I really like T-Pain.
So do I. Did you hear that?
I'm ready to admit now. 500 episodes in.
Did you see that thing that he did on YouTube? He released like a whole live cover.
He did fucking War Pigs by Black Sabbath, and it was dope as shit.
It was all over the place. It was incredible.
Yeah, that guy fucking rules.
Yeah, he does. He's good. Also, he loves video games, so he's a big supporter of us nerds.
That's right. Yeah. We should have him on the show. Chris?
Big fan of the show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get T-Pain.
He's already here. He's listening.
Wait a second. Do we want to do that? Because we don't have the best track record. I mean, the last major celebrity we had on this show went horribly awry. That man is no longer.
It really did.
He was bad. Do we want everybody
to Tallarico engine?
Yeah. Do we want everybody to start hating this T-Pain fella?
I don't think everybody hates cuntbag Tallarico because of us.
It has nothing to do with us.
No.
So
we're pretty clear.
So I re-listen to these episodes, often. the Tommy Tallarico ones I listen to the most because nothing's better instead of like, right, Danny? Yeah, Danny? I was like, man, Dan just wants him to knock that fucking guy out.
I really do.
Yeah.
I really did. But I was
from Jersey, right, Danny?
Yeah, I was
Shut
trying
the
to be.
fuck up.
But that is a thing. Like when I worked in radio, there was one particular dude that I would talk to all the time. He was like a small like New York fucking label that did like punk and hardcore bands. It doesn't matter. But he would always call me Danny. When I was talking, he'd be like, "Hey, Danny, what's up?" But like, it didn't feel condescending in the way that Tommy was doing it, you know? Because the only people that call me Danny are like older than me and in my family, like, or they're old Italian men that are also trying to kiss me at the same time. Because fucking Italians are very smoochy.
Tommy's
I'm
whole
not
bit was
opposed to.
so condescending. He came in with these prepackaged things that he thought he had us all figured out, like talking about like our relationships with our wives and stuff like that. And we were like, no.
Yeah, nope, that's not it.
Try again.
Well,
I think a T-Pain interview would go better than fucking Tommy Tallarico. Or maybe it would be exactly the same. That'd be really weird.
Well,
T-Pain comes in and talks to us about our relationships with our wives.
He's that guy.
He's bought in television. He's ready to launch the new Amico.
That's who bought it. Wow.
Television?
T-Pain Division.
T-Pain Division?
He can't do worse than what they're doing now.
God, no, he couldn't. He couldn't. It's not possible.
Well, so I saw some of the other interviews that he was doing at the time. There were so many people that were just kissing his ass and like, why? Why?
Because that's what he was expecting.
TV, Dean. He was on television at some point.
He's
that
he
guy
has
that
so
we
many
know.
Guinness Book of World Records. He's created
And
video
they were
games.
all real.
Totally real.
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking
Fucking
of
lies to our faces about so many things.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, when he mentioned the Metroid Prime thing, I was just like, really? And like, I didn't think he was lying, but it was a huge surprise to me because I had never heard of that before. Turns out it was fucking full of shit.
Yep. What
Well,
you
and
heard
it's
when
so
he realized
hard.
that you guys weren't going to blow him, that like his like tone changed because he was like, "Oh, another like smaller podcast, and like they'll just love me." No, we're going to talk to you like a normal person, and then ask legit questions. Oh wait, I'm Tommy Tallarico. I'm not right. Fuck. Right, Danny?
Yeah, no, it's just like it's so hard in those moments too to be like, I really want to fucking call this guy out, but I'm still trying to be as silly as it sounds, a bit, you know. Certainly profesh adjace. If we could,
I didn't have any way
use
to
the
fact
balance
check
of
him
our
live
terms.
on the air. You know,
Yeah,
if he's
of
making
our
that
times.
claim, I don't have the ability to fact check him live, and I had to assume that this person who came onto the show isn't just going to fucking lie to our faces. But
Didn't one of us? It wasn't me, but didn't one of us at some point like talk to Billy Mitchell?
Speaking of fucking assholes, did you hear that guy fucking came to an agreement with Twin Galaxies where
To have his shit put back in?
Reposted, but it's in the most insane way possible. They have now a legacy section where
his scores weren't reinstated. It's just like, here's an archival. This is what the scoreboards used to look like. But all these other places are reporting on it as if like he won the lawsuit, and he absolutely did not.
Yeah.
He didn't win shit.
But that's because he made it sound like he won the lawsuit. Obviously, he did. He barely fucking got anything.
I don't know if you guys saw Carl Jobs' video. They went up yesterday. It was about the guy that he had, his professional witness that he had come on to basically tell the court that maybe Billy didn't use MAME and he just didn't clean his VCR, which was just complete nonsense. Just
what does that even
provably
mean?
fake nonsense. So he did a deep dive.
So he
did a deep dive on that guy who was just like, you got to watch the video. It's nuts. But no, it was JR, right? Was that was his name, JR? The host of Ring the Bell. Yeah, JR. He was the one who interviewed Billy Mitchell. It's still up on our YouTube channel.
Oh, dude, that thing
That's
has
kind of the point, though. Yeah, well, sure, but like that's kind of the point. Like JR didn't get up there and be like, "So you're a fucking twat." Like that wasn't the tone of the interview.
I mean, that was the first cut. We told him to go back, and you know, you got to be more professional. JR always started off every interview with "Yo, twat, let's talk."
Yeah, twat.
It was weird.
Honestly, like that interview, he comes off as, well, not JR, but Billy comes off as almost fairly normal in that interview. I was like,
does.
I guess
And like
he's
we
a
were
normal
watching
guy.
him play Centipede, and he was really good at it. It was like, okay, cool. I mean, I don't like this guy, but I can respect him.
Right.
And then it turns out that he's just a complete
piece of shit.
narcissistic, pathological liar.
Yeah, but how many of us have our own hot sauce?
That's
Just
true.
saying.
I mean, that's true. And
I've
he has
bought
sweet
hot sauce,
flag
so it's
ties.
mine.
Guy.
Yeah.
Those
He
bald
does have
eagle ties.
sweet flag ties. I'm just saying, I think T-Pain would be a better interview. Evan, you're the editor. That's your fucking job. You're the editor, producer. What are you even doing?
Are they doing the celebrity boxing anymore? Can we do that? Can we have T-Pain versus Billy Mitchell? Because T-Pain will beat the fuck out of Billy Mitchell.
100%. Fundo P.
Tallarico?
Yes, bro. Come on, let's make it happen.
Box him in the junk. I hope he's okay. That can't be a fun way to go through life. It can't be.
JR? I'm sure JR.
Yeah, no, JR's great. No, Tommy. Like, also,
Tommy.
like I know we joke and all.
Why are you worried about him?
Right.
That
That just. Well, because I'm actually a kind and caring person, Dean.
He lives in a fantastical world. Tommy is in his own world. You don't have to worry about Tommy. Tommy's
I don't know, man.
nuts, and he's fine.
No. That's.
Give him a puppy
not what
if you're really worried. Just give him a puppy.
Here you go.
Completely effing
Here's a
delusional.
27-pound
I'm sure
puppy
he's
for
doing
you.
just fine. He's disappeared off the face of the earth.
He has done that.
Probably to avoid legal troubles.
Well,
Whereas
blocked
Billy
me on
Mitchell is on
Twitter.
the exact opposite side of the schedule. He's embattled in lots of legal troubles, and doesn't seem like his court case against Carl Jobs is going to go very well. I mean,
Are they going to start their own podcast?
who?
Tommy and
Tommy
Billy
and
Mitchell?
Billy? Oh my God!
Should. That'd be fucking insane. That'd be like InfoWars or whatever.
It would probably get a lot of listeners. Like, a lot.
I would listen. I'm not going to lie.
Just for the
I
fact
would
that they're
listen
both
for
on a
at least
D-bag.
one or two.
Like a fucked
Yep.
up Joe Rogan podcast, dude.
Yep.
So COVID was a bunch of bullshit, am I right, Tommy? Yeah, Billy. Like, oh, fuck. All right, it's one of
They
these.
both got Y's on the end of their name. Dude, they're going to be the next Double
I know.
Dragons.
Oh.
That's the end of it.
Oh.
Please, somebody mod Tommy and Billy into a fucking Double Dragon game. Please.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Oh, fuck.
The
Preferably
fucking
Double
mind-
Dragon.
No,
Yeah.
they need to mod them into Choaniki is what they need to do.
So what have you been playing this week? Oh, the Tommy and Billy mod is showing Iggy. That's fucking super into it.
So yeah, the Metal Gear collection's pretty good. You should check it out.
I'm gonna at some point
Oh,
for sure.
that's what we were
Not
talking
enough Tommy Tallarico in it.
That's true.
As an aside.
What-
As an
what-
aside.
what that-
This whole thing is an
Because you
aside, dude.
I know, but because you didn't watch the fucking PlayStation thing, even though this is a very serious video game podcast, after the Death Stranding 2 shit, Kojima came out and was like saying some shit, and they announced that after Death Stranding 2 is finished, like after his part of it is finished,
Game, right?
he is doing a new action espionage game for Sony. And that
All
is
right, I like
fucking awesome.
that. Okay, did we hear any more about what the fuck is happening with Silent Hill? Because what the fuck is
Isn't there a
happening?
demo now?
There's a free game out, and then
downloaded it. I haven't played it yet.
free game or whatever.
Oh, okay, no, let's rewind. Let's rewind. What the fuck was that thing like a couple months ago with the choices and it was Silent Hill. I'm pretty sure it was called fucking Silent Hill, but it was like was it a TV show? It was a broadcast of some sort. I'm not making this up.
No idea what you're talking about.
I'm not having an aneurysm. It happened. Okay, all right. Fucking someone.
I think I
fact
would have
check
heard
me.
of something called fucking Silent Hill.
God damn it!
Seen that one, but
It
that
exists.
wasn't last week.
It exists. Hang on.
Real sexy pyramid head
man.
nurses.
You guys,
Awesome.
those movies were terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Did they make Silent Hill movies?
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
they made
two of them,
two
bro.
of them.
Really? Oh God.
There was a lady that looks like a mix between Kristen Wiig and Charlize Theron that's in that movie. I don't know her name, but she looks like both of them. Yeah, I mean, she definitely does maybe get murdered at the end. I don't know. Maybe. I can't remember. Dude, so I'm talking to you guys. I'm typing and I put fucking Silent Hill game. Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
It's going to narrow it down.
It's going to be a really weird game.
Oh, so yes. Okay, this is something I want to bring up. During the end of my streaming career, I played Silent Hill 1 through 4. Oh my God. Fuck anyone that thinks that those games are good. They are trash.
How dare you?
Every single one.
The first two are good.
Fuck you, man. They're trash. Absolute trash. The first one has trash graphics, trash controls, trash everything.
It was a PlayStation 1 game.
Fuck you. All right, there are other games on there that look 1,000 times better. So fuck anyone that thinks that's good. The second one is utter fucking garbage. Fucking, oh my God. I would shit on that game if it was in front of me and rub it in.
The way to say it is they
trash.
don't up.
Oh my God.
That's my whole list later today, Dean.
Fuck
1
you.
through 5 top PlayStation games.
Oh
Silent
my
Hill.
God. Oh my God. I want to punch you in the mouth. Oh my God. Do you have any wisdom teeth I can push out right now?
I had them taken out in college like a fucking boy.
During this tirade, I did happen to find the name of this thing I was talking about. It's called Silent Hill Ascension. There's a bunch of trailers for it.
I remember this.
Yeah. And like they did a really bad job of explaining what it was on stage, and then they kind of just like.
We got a 3.4 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database.
Yeah, it's that good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. That's better than a 1.3.
What did the first Resident Evil movie get? I mean, let's compare.
Those movies fucking suck ass. Terrible.
You've seen those, but you haven't seen the fucking Silent Hill movie?
I didn't even know they existed.
Bro, I think they came out almost around the same time.
Did they? Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this Silent Hill movie was a reaction to the success of the Resident Evil movie.
Yeah. It had Sheen Bean. It had Sheen Bean.
I like Sheen Bean.
He was in it.
Oh, this is a movie. This sounds like it was right up my alley.
I think he was in the second one a lot more, but he was definitely in the first one for like at least 5 seconds.
That's about as much Sheen Bean as I can handle.
Resident Evil got a 6.6.
That's
out of 10.
That's really
on
high.
the Internet Movie Database.
That's exceptionally high. It was not
out of 100.
Good.
Got it.
No, it was not.
out of 6,000.
I made Larissa watch 4 of those movies, toast. And by the time it was over, she had COVID. Should she not? She contracted COVID.
In direct response to having watched those movies, like those movies gave her COVID.
Fucking T-virus is insane.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Wait, did you do that in like one sitting?
It was like 2 days.
That's mean.
Yeah. I only saw 2 of them. So
she said yes afterwards.
That's why he's marrying her.
So this is the beauty of it. Like, she has not played any video games in her life. So I just bring things to her attention, and she goes in with the most innocent of intentions.
And you're
then
blatantly
a lot of the
taking
times
advantage
I shatter
of that, you
like
asshole.
her innocence. I'm not a good person.
Did you watch the Netflix Resident Evil show?
I didn't even bother watching that.
I watched like
it's so bad.
I watched like 2 episodes, and it was not good.
It is among the worst pieces of shit that I've ever seen.
Palate cleanser. Did you watch Twisted Metal?
No,
I haven't.
I wanted to.
Yes,
it's great.
I do want to. I love Anthony Mackie.
I'm so glad it's getting a second season too.
It's got Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe is like top 5 wrestlers all time. That guy's fucking awesome.
But it's Samoa Joe with Batman, Lego Batman's voice.
Will
Arnett's voice.
Yeah.
And honestly, they should have let Samoa Joe voice it because that dude sounds like a legit scary motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a scary man.
The former real estate agent.
No, he isn't. Shut up.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine showing up to buy a house and Samoa Joe is there? Be like,
No.
dude, I'm good. I don't need, no. Or yes, whatever you want.
I'll take you. Yeah, 100%. Whatever you want to do, sir.
Yeah, he was like a real estate agent in Southern California.
That motherfucker. I could kind of see it. Him with a polo, some khakis, Jake from State Farmish, you know?
That dude's the best.
I feel it would be khaki shorts.
Would he be wearing loafers or sneakers?
Ooh, that's a good
Boat shoes.
question.
One of each. I think he would go one of each.
Yeah.
Right after he step up, kicks you in the fucking head. Oh,
Fucking throws you in a muscle buster.
Oh, God, no.
This is the weirdest fucking house I've ever been to. Dude suplexing me. I don't fucking understand.
Good floors. Can handle it.
Not gonna lie, would not take a muscle buster. I don't think you could pay me enough money to take that move.
No.
He
Not with my neck. Are you kidding me?
Nope. He paralyzed the man with
wrong
that.
and my shoulder hurts.
He's a super safe wrestler, but nope, I'm good. That nope. No, thank you.
No, definitely not.
If you've ever wanted to be cradled like a baby,
yes,
really tightly, and then slammed on your neck / back, yeah, that's basically what that is. It's awesome, and it's a move that he does to people. It looks terrible. It looks like he'll kill you with it.
It really does. He's so big.
Oh God,
legit scary.
We love wrestling. We love games.
Excellent.
Stone Age Gamer.
Stone Age Gamer. I'm on to my second beer now, Mike. I don't know where you are. This is an 8.5% Imperial IPA from Forgotten Boardwalk, who's going out of business at the end of February.
Like
really
most.
fucking bums me
It's
out.
a lot.
Yeah, like Elementary and
that's right down the block for me.
Fish went out. Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. And they made a lot of barley wines too, and that makes me really sad because barley wine is the best. You can't fucking get them anywhere because it's not an IPA.
Hackensack Brewing has barley wine that doesn't sell because it's barley wine. Dude, no one wants
God
it.
damn it. How? Have they not had it?
Right.
It's aggressive.
It's called barley wine also. You go to a bar, you're not ordering the barley wine.
No.
You're ordering a fucking beer.
Yeah.
No matter how good it tastes.
It's got to be an
I'm
English
on number
barley
3,
wine?
by the way.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I got to catch up.
I'm
mine are
drinking
bitter, though.
a Kolsch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm drinking a Kolsch. It's a solid 5%.
There you go. All right. Now, I started at 12.
Yeah.
I went down to 8.5.
You're still up 5% from me.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, Evan.
barley wine.
Yes, Chris.
Sorry.
Like the two of us haven't said a word in like a half an hour.
Sorry, guys.
Well, I mean,
That's okay.
Wrestling beer.
wrestling, beer.
What have you been doing? What have you been up to?
Wrestling beer and more.
What have you been down to?
So, video game wise, I finally got and found Evil Dead. I was really hunting that fucker down, and I finally found it. It's okay. It's not
On
what
the
I expected.
Xbox?
Which
PlayStation
one?
4.
PS4.
The newest one,
one.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I thought it was
all
like
right.
he was looking for Fistful of Boomstick. Or
No. So it was weird. I don't know
Or
where I
Hail to
came
the
across it, but I saw it. I was like, oh, I haven't played that. I should find that. And then I couldn't find it. Nobody had it. And it just became a thing. And I finally came across it for $20, physical copy, and grabbed it. And it's just all right. I mean, it's his
Is it
voice.
worth the $20?
It's definitely it was probably a better online game, but I'm not playing it online. The missions are kind of wonky because there's literally no save points during the mission. So and each of the missions were at least 4 parts that get aggressively more difficult as you play them. And then if you fail at any point or die, you have to start the whole thing over, which is just there's active chapters. You would think you would save at the chapter point. It is not. So, but you hear the catchphrases and there's gun toting shit. It's dumb fun, but I think I put way more effort than necessary to find it. So,
Did you play the Friday the 13th one? That's very similar to that.
So there was a Friday the 13th one, and then there was another one that wasn't Friday.
Chainsaw.
No, Dead by Dawn.
Daylight.
Wait, is it
Dead by Daylight? Yeah.
Dead by
Dead
Dean and I played that.
That's the one that I played.
Yeah.
I played that one, which I was
That
told
game
was
is
very
still
similar.
huge.
Yeah, we tried. It's not our cup of tea.
No.
It was, yeah. It's like I prefer mission based kind of gaming. I like playing video games by myself. I don't want to be involved with other people.
Same.
Because fuck other people.
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I liked the theory of those games. Like, you know, pretty much just playing keep away from the big bad for the entirety of the time. But it's my gaming comes so few and far between. Whatever I start playing on my phone, or every once in a while I'll fire up whatever retropod game I'm playing currently. Like, you know, and the wife is still chipping away at some fucking ridiculously large game that she's constantly, you know, getting new animals and making potions and shit.
It's one of those 1,000 games that are out that are all like that.
It's Oblivion. Why do I want to say Oblivion? I don't even know.
What?
Ugh.
What?
Yuck.
That's Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, it's what's the newer
Elder
one?
Scrolls? Oh, fucking
Animal Crossing.
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Yes, Skyrim.
Scrolls,
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
I would play that one.
Yeah, soda.
Baldur's Gate.
I watch her play Skyrim, and it's like the video games have become too
I mean, that
time
game's
involved for me. So I every once in a while I'll, you know, throw on the Raspberry Pi or, you know, my Shield that I have 10,000 freaking pirated games on, and just
Whoa!
yeah.
Sail in the seven
We
seas.
don't admit that. We say schmirated. That way people don't know what we're saying.
I have been sailing the high seas for a very long time, and all of you fuckers have taken advantage of it. So go scratch.
How dare you?
I didn't say shit.
Taking advantage
Man,
implies that we are
shit.
not thankful.
Hold on, I could literally check right now. So
I finished
someone
the
is
West
watching
Wing today.
Julia
Thanks,
in
Evan.
someone's house currently.
You don't have the Drew Carey show. I don't know why that came up into my
He
Good
head.
made coffee beer.
That is a weird pull, Chris. I will look into it. So
I finished watching The West
Got me
Wing, and I was like, what am I going to do
Evan?
next? I haven't seen the Drew Carey show in like a decade. And then I looked it
No
up.
one
and
has.
it's not there.
The Drew Carey Show is now called The Price is Right.
Yes.
It's on every day at 11.
you know what? I am going to chime in on the thing that I do watch a lot, and that's movies. And has anybody seen Beekeeper? The new
Not
Jason
yet.
Statham joint?
Was it
Ralph,
worth
you
it?
did.
Do you like Jason Statham? Do you like watching people get drop kicked for 30% of a movie? Then yes, it's fine.
Oh, I can't wait. My kid
The
wants,
only thing I've
wants
heard
to
about
see
that is that there's surprisingly few bee-related deaths. Like, not as many as you'd think.
Correct. Actually, there's a lot of death of bees, not by bee.
I don't like that.
So it's like John Wick, he's avenging the bees.
I don't want to spoil anything, but yes. So as we watch movies in this house, I have this thing where I'll see something and I'll look at my wife and I'll go, foreshadowing. And it's I'm usually like right on the mark. And there was this point in time where Statham, being a beekeeper, takes down a hive and then he has it in a bag, and then to kill the bees, he takes a one of those long halogen light bulbs, puts one end into the bag, breaks the bulb, and then on the non-broken end puts a taser, and then you see all the bees inside the bag just go pop, 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 and I look at my wife and I go, oh my god, I want to see someone die like that for real. See,
So fucking stupid.
When we went to see
Frank.
-1, jeez, when we went to see -1, there was a trailer for The Beekeeper, and Pen looks over at me like, legit, no bullshit. She looks over at me and she goes, that looks fucking amazing. And I was like, yeah, all right. I'll fucking watch Jason Statham movies with you. That's fine.
How was -1?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's the best movie I saw last year.
Oh, God
Without
damn it.
question.
Did you see the black and white version of it?
Dan, did you see it in black and white?
I did.
Did you see my version of the black and white one, or did you theater?
Yes. I saw the Evan version.
Okay, because the Evan version is technically bootlegged, so it is fuzzier, and I think it really helps with the selling of the black and white.
It was watching it in black and white, because Penn is a huge Godzilla nerd, and she preferred the black and white version because
No shit.
Yeah, she was like
the original, sort of.
Yeah, that was her thing. She was like, this feels much more like a retelling of the original Godzilla film from '54.
You're doing something right, Dan.
Right? Thank you. It's just so fucking scary. Like, this is the scariest Godzilla has ever. Because even Shin Godzilla, like, he's fucking scary because he's monstrous, but it's not in like. It doesn't feel.
It's chaotic. Yeah.
Shin Godzilla is great. -1, fucking incredible.
Oh man, I really got to see it now. God damn it!
Did you watch it yet, Chris?
Not yet.
You fucking motherfucker! You were sick on the couch. Or you weren't sick. You had your teeth ripped out of your head.
You're
Perfect
watching
time.
fucking West
I
Wing.
played Metal Gear instead.
9,000 times.
Oh, and you're watching West Wing.
Fucking,
Instead of you watch,
you
President
are,
Bartlett's
fucking
a
Martin
fucking
Sheen?
guy. Ugh.
fucking trying to be the president and shit. Fucking, who do you think your son is? Emilio Estevez, huh?
Emilio!
Isn't it wild?
You fucking Charlie Sheen, fucking Tiger Blood style.
It's so mind-wobbling how his two kids went so far polar opposite of each other.
Yeah.
And he tipped his hat just like this.
God damn it.
Anywho.
You know, finding out that Martin Sheen's name is not Martin Sheen, which I should have fucking known, like messed with my head for a hot minute, because Emilio Estevez is the one with the real name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that fucked me up. I was like, what do you mean he has the real name? Wait, what?
You know Nicolas Cage's name is not Nicolas Cage, right?
That one I did know. Yes,
Okay.
that one I did know. Yeah, I do know he's a Coppola. Spoilers.
His name is actually Steven Dorff. Which is weird.
Love some golf.
There is a
Because Stephen Dorff's real name is Nicolas Cage.
that's very strange. Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Have you seen that movie with him and Pedro Pascal?
Where Nicolas Cage, just Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Wait, I watch
like
a lot
every
of
other
Nicolas
movie
Cage
he's in?
movies. Which one are we talking about?
There's oh god, Pedro Pascal is the brother of like a big mafia guy. In,
No,
I think Spain.
the incredible weight of something like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. No.
Talent.
yeah, yes, that's an incredible movie.
There is
Everyone needs to
one.
watch that.
Listen, there's a Nick Cage movie. He is a retired assassin. I cannot.
I saw that one.
I cannot
Yeah, that
recommend
was
that movie
recent.
high enough. It is so
Good.
fucking ridiculous and amazing.
Also, if you've never seen the Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff that he did, fucking he
So
doesn't
much better
say
than
a-
the actual
he doesn't say
Five
a
Nights at Freddy's
goddamn
movie.
word. It's amazing.
Like, don't watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie because it was hot garbage. Watch
It was
that one.
alright.
It was horrible.
But yeah, I would recommend the Cage movie over the Five Nights movie. Yeah, if you want a good movie.
Wait, my kids fucking love the Five Nights at Freddy's movie because it was made for them.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it was fine, but like I definitely understood it was not for me.
There's no story to the game Five Nights at Freddy's.
You were
There is
absolutely
no
correct.
game involved in the movie Five Nights at Freddy's. Like,
Also correct.
it was bad. I didn't give a shit about
Fine
him
with-
and or his
fine with
brother.
all that.
Anywho,
How dare Josh Hutcherson is a national treasure.
I'm not saying
Very
anything
dare you.
against that. He is. I concur with that statement.
Clap them pita cheeks.
What have you been up to, Chris?
Well,
Wow, we
I
haven't
was
talked to
doing the
Kris
Metal Gear
yet.
collection. I finished Arzette. which
that went quick.
yeah, it's actually a pretty short game. There's a lot of stuff that you can unlock in it, but it is, I would say it's about as long as either of the CDI Zelda games, maybe a little bit longer. But it was really fun. And I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say about it at this point.
Because I remember you had to keep it limited.
I did get an email from them. They're going to send me a what is it?
The controller?
No, I didn't hear back about the controller, but they asked if I wanted a mailer. I said I don't know what a mailer is, but I'm sure I want one. And it's like apparently just a bunch of physical goods to promote the game. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take a mailer of RZ stuff. That sounds great.
You're gonna go fucking tack up signs around the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Swag.
I don't know what
we all get.
No, I was really impressed with the game. Like it is about as good as those CDI Zelda games could have possibly been. It was like playing the game I imagined those games to be when I was a kid. So it was.
Shit, that's cool.
It's real hard to. I'm struggling to write the review for it because it's hard to separate that from like, well, what would someone who doesn't have that nostalgia think of this game? Or I guess you have to be at the very least,
but it's not
interested
for
in
them.
Holy shit. Do you remember playing that shit during the Petathon? Ugh.
I'll never forget it. Those games are terrible. But the thing that I found them so partially, I found them so frustrating because like after you spend time with it, you can see there was ideas in there, you know, like there's something way down on the surface. If this team had more talent, they could pull this together. And better technology and more time, they probably could have done something. And this is proof positive that it was 100% possible.
Literally everything else.
If they were just better,
we were completely different people.
Well, I mean, like this was a team that had no experience making a game of this kind, but none at all. And the CDI was dramatically underpowered. It was just they were the worst. This was the worst platform to do something like this on. But playing through RZ, it's like, okay, so it's still this basic thing. There's a map. You go around to these little actiony areas and you find things or you talk to people that are very strange and animated, weird. And then you find the things they're looking for, and it all takes you to a couple of weirdly underwhelming boss battles that are kind of clever, and then you get to the last boss, and then it's the end of the game. It's so earnest.
What's
the word.
The price point they have it at?
I honestly don't know what it costs digitally. The physical one that limited run selling is $35, which I might go for just because I'm that guy. But I don't think it's very expensive at all. I think it's probably around $20 if I had to venture a guess.
Okay. Because that's like a big thing that Rauchi and I talk about of like price point, like what's the value of this game? And now indie games have pushed their value up higher because the market can allow it.
For sure. I do agree with that. Can we rewind? Because you said
it's $20. Sorry, go on.
Okay, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
It's $20 to rewind, is what he meant.
Oh, all right. I mean, I'll put it on my tab.
We're on the Patreon.
So you said it's fairly earnest and I guess trying to do what it's doing. Does that mean it's to a fault? Because I mean, like, I understand you can appreciate what it's doing with like underwhelming boss battles, which is kind of a nod to what it's not copying, but nodding to it. Would you feel it'd be better if they made the boss battles more compelling, or is just this is best in its form that it's in?
What I mean by earnest is that when you look at a game like this, the easiest way to do this would have been to have it constantly poking fun at itself, to be like, this is here to make fun of how terrible all the script and the acting and stuff in Link Faces of Evil and Zelda Wand of Gamelon were. But they don't do that. This is written just like those games, with the exception of RZ, the main character, who is she seems to be aware of how completely insane these. It's not like she's in on the joke. She's a part of this world. She doesn't she's not your window into the game of being like, oh, this is nuts. These people are ridiculous. She's not 100% a straight character either. She's part of that world, but the really insane stuff, because like some of the characters you meet in Faces of Evil are just like, well, this is just a really enthusiastic shopkeeper who is animated weird, and she's just 100% in on those conversations. But the really weird stuff, she'll like kind of get a look on her face like, okay, that's weird, and kind of shift back a little bit. She's a little bit more normal, but only a little bit, than everyone else in this completely bonkers world. And when I say underwhelming boss battles, I mean like, you beat the last boss. I cannot say that. I can't.
No. All right. You take out what you need to. Just go ahead.
Yeah. When I say underwhelming, I mean, like, sometimes they're just really easy. Whereas other times, there was one particular boss fight that took me like 4 or 5 tries. And that was kind of fun. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I can and can't say about.
No, I don't want to
game.
press you if you can't talk about it, but it sounds interesting to say the least.
As if you've ever played the CDI Zelda games, you've got to give this a try, because it's just like, wow, proof of concept. This actually could have worked, and it feels very Wonder Boy in a lot of ways. Kind of because it's like it's got vague Metroidvania elements to it, but it's very segmented, kind of like Wonder Boy 3, where it's like, well, there's this area and this area, and there's kind of like a central hub town that you go back to. You can actually switch it to retro controls, where you like it's press up to jump, and it's just terrible. But that's an option.
Bad idea.
Terrible idea.
I just love that it's there, because they're making the stupid controller. Like, you can get a new CDI style controller for your Switch and put it on classic controls and just suffer through this game if you really want to. I love that that's an option. It's amazing that somebody has this level of reverence for those games that I do, and in a way that's not just looking at them like this hideous curiosity and pointing and laughing, of just looking at it and saying, this actually could have been cool. And I think, because I still think those CDI games look cool. I think those animations, they're completely nuts, right? But those digitized animations and stuff, with the exception of Link and Zelda, I always thought those looked really cool. Like, there's just a really interesting
exception
look
of the
to
main characters.
Exactly. For some reason, those main characters just didn't look good, but I felt like everything else had an interesting look to it. I loved the way the backgrounds looked and the enemy characters looked, and that's what this game 100% nails that, but just does it a little bit better so that everything works. The gameplay is infinitely better, but the visuals are just like ever so slightly kind of smoothed out and made it run like as if the CDI games were running on better hardware, kind of a thing.
So it is full of charm.
It is full of very unique charm. It is a fascinating game.
Has a great
as somebody
personality.
who dreamt about playing those Zelda games for years and then finally did play them and was like, wow, these are not good. It was really wild to get to play basically the game that I always imagined those games were when I was a kid. I'm thrilled with it. I just really don't know how to rate it, you know? Like, it's kind of a hard thing to write. Well, I'll figure it out.
I don't know how
this is going to sell. Like, who is this marketed to? Like,
well, I mean, like,
so it's marketed to. It's marketed to Kris.
It's clearly marketed.
But there's only one of Kris.
What I have,
that's enough.
My thought process is like those games are kind of famous, right? So anyone who sees this is going to be like, this is a riff on those. So anybody who even knows of the existence of those, this is for them. And once they start playing it, it's a fun game. So I would imagine the idea is, I imagine the marketing for this is, if this looks interesting to you, then give it a try. It's actually a fun game. It's not just a joke. Which I hope it pans out for them, because I mean, they've got a pretty active Discord channel, and I do think the game is worth playing. It's got a decent price. It's dropping on Valentine's Day. The main character, like all the character designs are great. It's good stuff.
It feels like 20 is a bit much for that kind of nostalgia. Oh fuck! I'll give this a shot.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not it's not super budget priced. You know, it could have been. I suppose it could have been 15, but I don't know. I don't know how much money
like
they put into
would
it.
sell more. You know,
they probably would, but it's also probably a thing that's going to go on sale a bunch. So,
well, I mean,
fair. Yeah.
Are you going to be upset like when something like Hollow Knight 2 comes out, and it might be, I don't know, it could be 30, 35
how
bucks.
dare you?
Well,
They
I'm
can put
saying
them for $100 and it'll still sell like gangbusters.
what I'm saying is, what's the line? Because that's
Correct.
considered an indie game.
Correct.
I think
Yeah.
it depends. It depends so much on the game,
Gentlemen.
honestly.
I'm sorry. Time out. Tiff just texted me and said she might have set the kitchen on fire. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, you go save your house.
So Rauchi and I talk about the price point about stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So we talked about the new Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
That is priced way too high for
How much?
predominant. Isn't a full price game 60?
Shut up. That's a lot.
It is just the base game is 50, at least on Switch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you get it on like a like a PS5, is it going to cost $60 or $70?
Well, let's
Oh,
find
I hope
out.
not.
Yeah, because like because I saw it, like it looks good. People said it's fun, but is it $70 fun? That's a lot.
That needs to be a lot
Again,
of
it's just got to
fun.
come down to. It seems like it's 50 across all platforms.
Okay,
physically.
I think 50 could be reasonable because that is what would have been 40 probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. So I can't be too upset with that.
I dropped 60 for Metroid Dread with a smile on my face, and I'd do it again.
Now, if that wasn't Metroid, would you do the same thing?
Oh,
For a game that good, probably. If I had tried it, if I had played that game and it wasn't Samus, I'd be like, "Well, shit, this is amazing."
but I feel like that's also not going to qualify because that's not an indie game.
Right.
It's true, but neither is Prince of Persia.
That's so right. How did that come up? Because
Rauchi and I have been playing a ton of shit on Steam,
okay,
and he's on a huge Metroidvania kick right now.
okay.
And he's like, yeah, Prince of Persia looks all right. Or I could play these 4 other games that look exactly the same, probably have similar, movement and everything for brand new on Steam day one. They're $25.
Yeah, again, it comes down to it's got to come down to like personal preference. Like if I'm a huge Prince of Persia fan,
correct,
then I'm going to be like, well, I think I'm going to give this one a try. If I'm a big Ubisoft games fan, then I'm going to give this one a try. I do not care for Ubisoft, and the demo didn't grab me as much as it grabbed most people. So I'll probably, if I'm going to play this game, I'll probably play it later, secondhand, or on super deep discount sale or something. I don't know.
Big price drop is what I'm waiting for. Do I want to
but
play
like
it? Yeah,
Evan,
but
I'm
not
in a
now.
similar boat as Evan, where most modern games are just too much for me. I'm too old for this shit. So
Well, it's the value of $70, $60, $70 to me.
You got to put in a lot of time for that.
Exactly. And the fact is I can get way more entertainment immediately for $70 than spending X amount of hours, grinding away at a game like that could possibly go, like that's what kills me about modern gaming. Like my brother, love him to death, went out and literally bought Mortal Kombat 1 for $600 because he had to get it.
What?
Yeah, he went out and bought Mortal Kombat 1 for $600 because he had to get a PS5.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like,
that's the only reason
what
he
edition
bought.
did they come out with?
But in essence, that's what he did because he is not a PS5 fan. He is an uber Mortal Kombat fan. Okay. I don't give a shit. I don't have. All right, they could make a Moon Knight game tomorrow. I am not buying a PS5 for it. That's not going to happen.
That's completely fair.
It takes a lot. When it comes for entertainment for me, I'm a sit back and be entertained kind of guy, not having to actively work at it. And a lot of the new modern games take a lot of effort and time, and we'll see like later on when we discuss.
The trail of simplistic modern games, has anyone tried the demo for Mario vs. Donkey Kong yet? And how do we feel about $50 for Mario vs. Donkey Kong?
I feel it's high. But I'm also very frugal. So
I have it pre-ordered. I think it's it's that sort of puzzle platformer thing they were going for. So I'm not mad at it. I don't know if I'm going to play it right away, but I think it's good. 50 might be a little high.
$50 does seem like a lot to me, and I'm still probably going to pay it and get $50 worth of entertainment out of it because I love that game.
Yeah, they're good games.
It comes up a lot how I defended the price of the Mario 3D All Stars. Like, it really just comes down to how much value do you think you're going to get out of it? Like, for a lot of people, I'm sure that was too much to pay for that, but for me, I got my $50 worth out of that game. I played through. I really like Mario Galaxy. I think playing that in HD was worth $50, and also having Sunshine in 64 to play some of before I want to tear my hair out is also a nice opportunity. But it comes down to a lot of personal preference and what you think you can get away with. I don't know that this one's going to do that well at $50. But then again, I don't know how many people even remember that this is a remake of a Game Boy Advance game. I feel like anyone who sees this in a store, it's like, oh, Mario and Donkey Kong in the same game? Sure, I'll buy it, and then get it and realize what it is. So I don't know. I have no clue what to expect out of the sales in this game.
Nintendo stuff is different because, Chris, you and me talked about this a while ago, how I prefer to wait to get games, as do most people, because I don't want to pay $60 multiple times in a month for games that are coming out.
I love doing it.
So Nintendo cares more about its, IPs, so the value doesn't drop. And whether you get their game day of or 6 months, maybe you saved $1. And I just want them to come out with Nintendo Selects?
Yeah, I'd like to see a Nintendo Selects line on Switch. I mean, if we're getting a Switch 2 this year or whatever the hell they call it, I think if it's backwards compatible and they start doing the Nintendo Selects line, that's money in the bank.
Huge for them, yeah.
Yeah, but we've come to learn Nintendo doesn't really give a shit about money.
No,
they just like what they do, and
they care about. I'm assuming they care about what they do, and the money just comes, which is good for them.
They just want you to buy their games, and that's it. I don't even think they want you to play them at this point.
No, I don't give a fuck if you play them.
No.
Sit on the goddamn shelf for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed, 100% with everything that has been said in the last 10 minutes.
You still have a kitchen?
Yeah, so can I share?
It's a lot warmer, but
I have no beard anymore.
We have a huge window now in the back of the house,
and everything's slightly moist. But that's besides the point.
So Chris, as is well documented on this podcast, Chris masturbates to food porn constantly while we're recording, which is awkward, but I love him, so I support him anyway.
True.
That's what you wanted to say? That's it?
That's it?
I'm just going to leave it there. No,
hard period there.
Hard period. So I was scrolling through the YouTubes the other day, and I saw a Southern gentleman, and he was cooking what he called a Big Mac casserole, and I was like, that sounds like the kind of fat kid shit that I'm into, and I bet you Chris would love that too. So I'm going to watch this, and think about my buddy jerking off to food.
Oh my god, what, Dan?
Were you jerking off as well?
I'm so confused and uncomfortable.
If that makes the story better.
Jerking off to the thought of Chris jerking off to the video.
Where is this going, Dan? What the fuck?
Jerkception.
So I watched that like last Thursday, okay, and on Sunday we're watching, we're watching the football games.
Did you finish?
And of course, I always finish. Always, right? Never mind. So we're watching the football games, and Tiff is like, what do you want for dinner? And I said, well, fuck, like that Big Mac casserole thing looked pretty, because it wasn't like he didn't go buy Big Macs and throw them in a fucking slow cooker. It was like the idea of it, you know what I mean, minus the lettuce, because fuck lettuce, that's the food my food eats.
Hit us with it. What's in the casserole?
Holy shit.
I don't fucking know. I can't cook. Meat, cheese, sauce, biscuits. I was fucking dope, but
it's a deconstructed Big Mac.
Which part
right.
of
Make
it
it
is
sound
fucking
fancy.
flammable, Dan? Like, shit.
Very, very fancy. Sorry. I was pouring funny down my throat. Hold on. So Tiff is making it last week. And some oil, because naturally this is an oily fucking thing, drips out into the bottom of the oven towards the end of the cooking process. A little bit of smoke comes out, right? Apparently, more smoke than we had, or more oil, I'm sorry, than we had realized had dripped into the bottom of the oven, because as we are recording this fine episode for all of our wonderful listeners, I texted Tiff and I was like, hey, I've got this fucking Mexican street corn flatbread in the fridge, and I've been drinking. Could you please heat it up for me and bring it downstairs? And she was like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. So she went to go heat it up in the oven, and all the oil that because we haven't cooked in the oven this week, all the oil that was there in the oven just caught on fire and has smoked out the entire upper floor of the house. So that's where we're at. Chris's masturbation habits have caused me to have a smoky house.
I like how you said, I don't cook, but then he said, we. We haven't used the oven.
It's like the royal we. You know,
once the meal is done, we made it.
That's right. It's like when we play the game. You know, we won this week. That was great. We won.
So you're king and they're your subjects, is what you're saying, Dan?
That's king in his castle, man.
Oh, boy.
It's like Borat.
I have a chair.
Oh, boy.
I have a chair. So anyway, that's where we're at.
I have seen a lot of great food porn while we've been talking today, though.
I know, I'm sure you have. You've been jerking off for 2 hours. Fucking raw. It's like it's gross.
This looks like a hot dog.
That's what I was going to say. Hot dog, but I didn't want to.
You're welcome.
That's the part that I censored.
It's more like a pipe cleaner at this point.
God. Poor Karen. Just fucking
You know what's great? I have to listen to all of this again to edit. Awesome.
What's there to edit? It's perfect as is.
Sure.
This is great. Is T-Pain here yet?
He just pulled up. He's coming in right now.
Fucking waiting for T-Pain.
That's why we've been holding off on the actual episode, because of T-Pain.
Well, something just happened to my Audacity.
Oh, don't.
I really wish I was joking.
Oh, what did
Bro,
you
we're
do?
2 hours in.
I know.
Chris, what did I tell you?
I even did a test run beforehand. I don't think my Audacity was ready for 2 hours.
Did you
Let me tell you,
dude.
I got 400 gigs ready for this. I can go for days if need be. I'm ready.
Right.
I just saved it as the Audacity file, and I can reopen it and export. Let me just try to reopen it now. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Evan, what should we do? Should we pause?
No, listen.
Yeah, let's just keep
I'll do a
talking.
recount in once this.
I know as long as we're still going. I still have the master going, and at some point you just say, "Fuck it, I'm using the master." But not gonna lie,
We have to start over. Good evening. Welcome to the Stone Age Gamer, episode 500.
get Ellie down again.
Ellie, come say fuck a bunch for my friends.
There's a bagel shop in New York that makes bagels the size of a pizza, and then they make pizza on those giant bagels.
That's too big for a bagel.
But it's not too big for pizza. So they cut open the bagel, they rip out a bunch of the guts, and then they turn the guts, they roll them into garlic knots, right? So they're making garlic knots out of inside bagel stuff.
I'm back in.
Then they're saucing the inside, then saucing and cheesing and oiling the inside of both halves of the bagel. and then they give you this like giant bagel pizza with garlic knots made out of the inside of a bagel.
Fuck. Okay, wait. That does sound delicious. Let me ask you a question because
Wait, I'm almost there. That's what I heard.
Slower.
Hold on.
Slower. Okay.
Okay. I like that you and I finished at the same time, Evan.
Yeah.
That's not the first time.
Not the first time.
That's
Not going to be the last.
Emotionally in sync, you two are.
Well, the file's gone. I really wish I was joking.
what the fuck?
There's real trouble.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
I've recorded before, and it's never been a problem.
So
Can I ask a serious question?
sure.
To follow up Chris's bagel story that has me very excited.
I'm hungry.
Our gentlemen, the four of you,
Are we getting
on a sandwich, right? Like on a hot sandwich, not a cold sandwich.
Okay.
Cold sandwich, I don't think this applies to cold sandwiches. Maybe it does. I don't fucking know. Are you a scoop the bread kind of person or all bread?
That's
All bread.
fucking
All bread.
All bread.
What are you?
Really?
What are
Are
you,
you a sissy,
what are you, a
dude?
monster?
No, eat all bread.
Wait, if it's a fat sandwich, scoop. But if it's like a bagel or a normal thing, all bread.
No. Yeah, I'm
that.
saying okay. Let me clarify. Like a fucking roast pork, right? If you're getting a roast pork sandwich,
Yeah.
or like a cheesesteak, or
Yeah, no, you leave the
all that
dough
bread.
in there, motherfucker.
All the bread.
No.
Especially for a cheesesteak.
fuck is wrong
Yeah, you
with all
need
of
that. You need all that bread.
Oh my
Stop
God.
up all the grease. Grease delivery system.
It becomes a
Fucking
sponge,
you.
dude. Oh my god.
He's throwing away perfectly good
Yeah,
bread.
Hold on.
No,
How do
you got
I
a problem
mute
with
Dean?
carbs?
How do I mute his
Fucking
microphone?
sissy.
Dean, he's not allowed to talk anymore. How do
that
I
was
shut him off?
a vitriol in my direction from three people at once. Mike, where are you? I didn't hear you in that.
Your time out of our beloved state damaged you severely, sir. The fuck is wrong with you?
All bread,
Okay.
except if it's a
Bread.
fat sandwich.
And
Okay.
I can get behind that, but like you went too far, Dan. You went too far.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
I
You've
say
had
if
too
it's
much
a fat
ABVs.
sandwich where you've scooped the bread, then it's not fat enough.
Yeah.
I'm saying you got to scoop a little of the fucking
Nope.
bread.
What
No,
what
you
I'll
really
allow?
don't. Why? Why?
Hold on.
Time.
To what end?
What
The fuck?
Wait a second.
And then you're throwing it out.
Just the crust? Like,
So I will allow
Still-
on a sub
I
or a
didn't say
hoagie.
all of it.
You have to crush it down. You have to smush it in and make it
bread's
a
squishy.
little.
What do you
push it
remove
in
the
and you
bread
make a
for?
little
You fucking
tub.
Squish it.
Fair.
So you get more to fucking shit in there.
This isn't a bagel, Dan. It's a fucking roll.
I know it's a fucking
a roll.
torpedo roll or a hoagie roll or a hero roll.
torpedo
I will
roll.
include all
Fuck
the listeners.
It's not a coffin. It's not a meat coffin. It's a fucking roll.
You're a meat coffin. How dare you? That was my nickname in high school. Oh, here
Evan,
comes
should I
old
attempt to
meat coffin.
re-record?
What?
Oh god.
Should I attempt to just start recording?
Sure.
Again?
Give it a whirl.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll figure it out.
Go nuts.
All right, I'm recording.
We'll use AI, Evan. It's fine.
That's fine. Oh, there you go. AI
I'm
is
just
in
all
my part.
Castlevania,
The voice
Castlevania, Castlevania.
So with that, are we taking a break?
I'm really curious, honestly, truly, like where the listeners are going to fall. The ones who respond on the Discord, are you scooping the bread, or are you like all bread like fucking monsters?
But like,
Everybody's a monster.
No. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking
What's
dare
wrong
call
with
us
you?
the monsters.
You
What's wrong with
fucking
you?
Neanderthals.
It's like 4-on-1 Dan. It's a gangbang
way.
of all
If
bread.
we're counting carbs or something, then I get it, but there's no other fucking reason.
Yeah.
I
you're
will
being
sleep
crazy,
on
dude.
this hill.
Getting rid
I
of
will.
perfectly.
Me and Mel Gibson, you can take our lives. You can even.
Why Mel
That's the team you want to be on.
That's right. What has he ever done to anybody except bring joy?
all right, Evan
You
Goldstein
tell
is
me,
out.
Kris.
You guys have a wonderful evening.
Scooping out bread. I don't even know you anymore.
Oh fuck.
Nonsense over here.
Next thing
He's
you're gonna.
scooping it out to make another roll.
Yeah, I
That's
bet
what
you. Do you roll up your
saying.
pizza too like a fucking monster and shove it all in your mouth?
Yes, I roll it up like fucking Rolos, like a taquito,
Stop it, you mean
a
person.
pizza keto.
Oh, God.
Oh, fucking, how dare you? How dare you act like I'm the weird one when it's 4-on-1? Clearly the rest of you are wrong.
What do you do with the bread? What do you do with the bread that
Throw
you
it
scoop
away.
out?
I don't give a fuck. That's
wrong
rich,
with you?
Chris.
That's
I'm
a
rolling in money. I take back what I said earlier about being broke.
Monopoly man over here.
Oh, fuck yeah. Me and the Monopoly guy, we got monocles, fucking swinging it around, throwing bread away.
Wait, did you see that video today too?
What?
The Monopoly Man does not have a monocle. That's a Mandela effect. The Monopoly Man only has a monocle on one picture on a $2 bill in like the junior version. The Monopoly Man does not have a monocle.
That's not a fucking Mandela effect then, because he has it somewhere, and that must be the version that I've played more.
The $2
where he
junior
has
Monopoly
it?
version.
When fucking Jim Carrey is taunting the guy in Nature Calls. That's mine. And that's what
Pass go.
for
Do
everyone.
not collect $200.
I guarantee you, it's probably that guy.
What a lovely room of death.
All right,
Fucking awesome.
Chris, get this. Get control. We started an hour early and we're still at 10:15.
This is just being
We can go much longer. I've been recording for 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Fuck you.
I mean, this is exactly what I expected. All right. Well, I think we talked to everybody about what they've been playing, right? I'm paying attention.
I didn't.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't have a go yet,
Dan,
Chris.
what have you been playing? What have you been
Turn-
playing this week, Dan?
Fucking nothing. Let's go to break.
Puzzle and Dragons, snap.
MLB The Show.
Show.
I'm a fucking creature of habit. Did I start something new this week? No, I was.
I'm still too tired after Spider-Man.
You're not wrong. I planned on starting Nobody Saves the World, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. It looks fucking great. I fucking love Drinkbox Studios. I want Guacamelee 3 desperately.
I thought we went to break.
Desperately.
What are we doing?
This is all happening during the break.
Oh,
It's very Spaceballs in here.
very nice.
So I think I'm actually going to start that this weekend because there's no football to distract me from it.
Football's over.
So, no, next week, the Super Bowl.
It's over.
How dare you?
Wow.
I love Patrick Mahomes. For whatever the fuck his name is. I'm drinking.
I love my homie Patrick.
And I don't have a flatbread yet because my house is on fire because of Chris's dick.
Everything
So,
is fine.
Thanks, Chris.
thanks, Chris's dick.
Aren't you happy you let me out of the box, Chris?
This is all Dean's
Absolute.
fault.
Yeah.
I'm never like this when Dean is not here.
John Madden's foot-vaulted beast.
You know, it could have been Ferg. I could have been sitting on a couch watching TV. Fucking Ferg.
Alrighty then, by popular demand, we're going to take ourselves a quick break, and when we come back, we are. Oh, I was also playing the Vampire Survivors DLC some more. It's great. When we come back, we are going to do our top fives. We're going to give away the secret code for the gift card giveaway. It's going to be good times. We're going to listen to some listener stuff.
yeah, we are.
The script of this. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer Podcast from geekade.com. Stick around. It's now time for the password for the giveaway. If you would like to enter to win one of 5 $100 gift cards to StoneAgeGamer.com, the password is bidet. 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 Hi everyone, Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
Please flip the cassette over to side B to continue the adventure.